Welcome back. Let's get right into things this morning. Many of you are asking, did the forecast bust? The answer is no, because we got about 5 or so inches of snow in most of the region, no. And now we're watching for the blowing snow that's getting started right about now. That is why the winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings remain in effect. Not because of anything that's expected to fall, but more so what's expected to get stirred up on the ground, courtesy of winds that could gust up to 45 miles per hour at times. And it's not just us. Look at this down in parts of Illinois and Indiana with winter storm warnings. They got wind chill alerts across a good part of the U.S., even some hard freeze alerts across parts of the southern U.S., even stretching into parts of Florida, not too far from Miami. So that just tells you how big this cold blast is. And of course, some weather alerts in the northeastern parts of the U.S. as well, where they're also dealing with a system that's currently tracking off towards the north and east. So we're on the back edge of it now. So we have some clouds moving in, some snow from the system trying to sneak in, and some lake effect that's going to get going soon as well with that gusty northwest wind. We've had a little bit of snow falling out there in a few spots on top of the blowing snow too. So here's the system right about in here that's tracking off towards the north and east. We'll get that out of here soon. High pressure will begin to set up shop. We might get a little bit of sunshine in here just in time for Christmas Day. So some decent timing though. We just have today and tomorrow to get through first. So here's the system right about in here. So you can see something starting to develop a little bit more. We're getting more of these circles, what we call isobars around it. I normally don't show this a lot because it can be very confusing. But when you see something like this, basically the takeaway here is it's strong, and we're going to see some strong winds as a result of this, and we're starting to see some of that right now. So Futurecast currently moving forward. We're going to be watching for more of these snow showers today and really getting going off Lake Superior later this evening, continuing overnight tonight and even in the parts of tomorrow. So we have later on today and the parts of tonight and tomorrow to put up with before things start to improve as we head towards Saturday evening. And the clouds may even start to break up as well, though a few snow flurries or snow showers can't be ruled out. But by Sunday, we'll finally start to dry out. It actually made a little change to the forecast as well because of the way the clouds are looking at this point for Sunday. But for now, a ½ inch or less of additional snowfall between now and midnight Saturday morning. A little bit more further out toward the north, courtesy of Lake Superior. And then we'll add this all the way through parts of early Sunday morning, and a lot of snow could be possible in our very northern counties as a result of this system. And then the UP. Look at the UP, though. I mean, if you're closer to Lake Superior, some areas can see up to maybe 1 to 2 feet on top of what's already fallen before we're all finished up. The snowmobile trails will definitely love that. But, of course, the wind's going to stir all this fluffy snow around as well. Winds out of the northwest at around 15 to 20 miles per hour sustained already, and gusts reaching up to 25, even close to 30 miles per hour in a few spots already being observed. We're just getting started with that, and this purple shade indicating some higher gusts possible in the UP. But for now, though, visibility is causing snow to get stirred around a bit, and some freshly fallen snow too closer to Lake Superior. So that's what we're watching out for this morning. That will continue this afternoon with those gusty northwest winds that can reach up to 30 to 45 miles per hour at times. And that will also continue as we head towards the daytime tomorrow as well, before it starts to back off as we head towards Saturday night and the parts of Sunday, but rather slowly. We're at 12 below for the current temperature right now, 15 below in Medford, 16 below in Phillips. It is cold out there. Factor in the wind chill, and it feels a little bit like this. It feels like 32 below in Rhinelander, feels like 36 below in Phillips. It feels like 40 to 42 below in Mosinee and Marshfield. So bundle up if you do have to head outside. Cover up as much exposed skin as you can and limit your times outdoors. 5 degrees today, snow showers and blowing snow as well. The northwest wind getting up to around 45 miles per hour, so those wind chills will continue to remain rather low. 0 degrees tonight, snow showers and blowing snow yet again. The northwest wind getting up to about 45 miles per hour. And that Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast, more snow and blowing snow tomorrow. It starts to wrap up as we head towards Saturday night into Sunday. Now thinking partly cloudy on Sunday, so a little bit of sunshine will sneak out. Highs around 8 degrees. Partly cloudy again on Monday. More clouds Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For now, I'm holding off on a chance for precipitation Thursday. Still a long ways out, but we'll add it in if needed. But for now, thinking dry going forward. Welcome back. Plenty to break down this morning, so let's take a look at all this here. We have a winter storm warning that's in effect until 9 a.m. Thursday. Today is Wednesday. This alert will kick in later on today during the afternoon period. But behind that, though, we have something in effect beforehand, and this is a winter weather advisory for the counties highlighted here in the purple shade. So we pulled off the other alerts, and this is up until about the noon time frame today. This is for a little bit of snow that is expected to fall, and, of course, some icy conditions that we're concerned about as well across some of our central and southern counties, for the counties highlighted there in a purple shade. But what we're seeing is starting to move in now from the south going toward the north. This pink shade indicating possibly a wind sheet mix, a purple shade, possibly some freezing rain. In other areas, though, possibly seeing a snow or some other types of mixture of precipitation as well. And we're going to be watching this tracking from the south to the north as the day progresses on. So here's the loop of the radar right now. It continues to move in, and it's not really going to be backing off anytime soon. There's plenty of moisture moving in. from the south going toward the north, and we're going to keep that going today with maybe a few breaks from time to time, too, before round 2 kicks in later on tonight, and that's the one that's going to be bringing us all the snow. There was a little bit of lightning with some of the activity across the western parts of the state this morning. That has since backed off as we're watching this area low pressure track to the north and east. It's causing severe thunderstorms to develop in the southern parts of the U.S. this morning. Other areas seeing some rain, and of course for us, the winter storm that we're watching, it's going to be moving in later on tonight. But otherwise, though, here we go. So some areas reporting some slippery roads, snow ice-covered roads across some parts of the Northwoods. Other roads are decent right now. The blue shade, though, that's where all this active weather is moving in, and so far that's being shown as slippery stretches, so be careful if you are traveling still today, with the green shade showing up as some good roads, at least at this point. But futurecast moving forward, though, again, here's that decent chance for a wintry mix and some frozen precipitation, and a few breaks in that frozen precipitation from time to time, too. Later this evening, that next round begins to move in with that next push of moisture, and we'll switch all this over to snow as we enter the evening time frame, with some heavy snow possible in a few spots that will make travel very difficult, but backs off as we head towards 9 a.m. Thursday morning. But still, with the area below pressure nearby, some gusty winds can't be ruled out, as well as some repeat snow showers that will continue to stick around. How much snow we've expanded this just a little bit. We haven't upped anything, just expanded the coverage of it with around 8 to 12 inches, with locally higher amounts across a good part of the viewing area here, and further down toward the south and east, watching 4 to 8 inches that could possibly fall, and further down toward the south, 1 to 4 inches. But either way, though, you get the general idea. A lot of snow is on the way. So here's the big breakdown here. The precipitation is starting now. That once you mix the rain, sleet, snow, and freezing rain with roads that will be messy, and the snow kicks in. The heavy snow kicks in tonight with the windshield mix out transition to snow, with heavy snow possible and gusty winds. We're already seeing gusty winds this morning, and lots of moisture. The abundant moisture will bring about 8 to 12 inches of snow, with locally higher amounts in a few areas. So the temperatures are definitely supporting this right now. We're near freezing at this point, if not slightly below freezing. So of course, not much melting is going to be taking place with a high water content snow. That snow will be a sticky wet snow, the heavy wet snow that can break your back and cause other issues. So definitely be careful as you do travel and other types of activities that you're doing outside. The lower 30s today, that wintry mix will be likely with slippery roads and other issues, with that southeast wind getting up to about 40 miles per hour. Tonight we switch over to snow, and it will be heavy at times as well, with those gusty winds and lows in the upper 20s. So power outages today and tonight can't be ruled out either. That east wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. And then Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. The snow continues on Thursday, with highs making into the lower 30s with more gusty winds. Then we have more snow on the way as we head towards Friday and Saturday. There's some scattered accumulations possible, as this will be leftover stuff. Then by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we dry out with a mostly cloudy sky. But look at the temperatures. These types of systems tend to do that. Temperatures will crash once the system clears out.
Or where's the nearest Devin Biggs?
Oh, yes. Well, you know, everyone's going to be doing some dangerous stunts with this winter storm.
You know what? We're going to do one right now, actually. See this cup of hot water I have right here?
Yes.
You know what I'm going to do, right, Michael?
Are you going to pour it on yourself?
No, I'm not going to pour it on myself. I'm not going to be that crazy. I'm actually going to step a little bit off the camera here and kind of throw this here and see it kind of turn into a little bit of instant steam right here. So here we go, and check that out.
Oh.
I know, right? Definitely that cool part of this time. Whenever it gets cold like this, you can definitely have a little bit of fun with the weather here and throw this up, and it instantly turns into steam. It evaporates very quickly because of the shock from the hot water going to this very cold air. Let's show you what's going on right now. So Skycam showing right later that things are looking pretty decent out there. It's just cold at this point. We do have plenty of advisories that are up as well. Winter storm warnings being indicated in the pink right there, and the purple, or in the blue, excuse me, a winter storm watch. This will replace the winter weather advisory that's in effect for our eastern counties that kicks in this afternoon through 6 p.m. Thursday evening. So here we go. So we're watching the radar and satellite. We have snow off across parts of Minnesota at this point. It's trying to get its act together. Now it's tracking off towards the east, and we'll see the snow moving in later this afternoon, with everyone seeing it between 6 to 8 p.m. Travel forecast, it'll be a cold one today, single digits and snow across western parts of the state. No blowing snow today, just accumulating snow overall. We'll see temperatures in the single digits for us as well. Otherwise, snow chances this afternoon. And further down to the south, a little bit warmer. We'll have mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the teens and 20s. A little more coming up after the break.